What Christianity is about? Well, we live in sad days. We are living sad days. Days where most of the leaders that must preach the real gospel, preach the cross, preach Christ crucified and Christ resurrected, they're not doing that. They're preaching a gospel of wealthy, a gospel of healthy, a gospel where you must live a better life now. But is that correct? Well, this is a tough question. Christianity is about a God, a transcendent God, who lived behind all his glory, all his majesty, and for love of us, he steps into this earth, walked into this earth to live a life that we could never live, to live a life that we not lived, a life stepping in the footprints of the law, the perfect law, the law of God that is perfect, a law that none human being could live. To walk the footprints of the law is hard, completely hard to us that live in the Adamic essence. Fact is that God cannot dwell where sin dwells, where pride dwells. And most part of these people, most part of these leaders that are preaching just healthy, just wealthy, you better life now, the fact is they are pride. They are men that does not born again. And they must repent from their sins. They must repent. They are kidding, playing marbles with the blood of the lamb. And this is not right. We were bought for high price. A high price. We were bought for the blood of the lamb, the blood of the Son of God. And they are despising this blood. According to what they preach, if you are not healthy, if you are not wealthy, if you are not living your best life now, you are not blessed by God. And this is completely wrong. This cannot be more wrong. The blessings of God is not miserable just about what you have in this earth. If you are wealthy, healthy, no, no, this is wrong. The people of God perish for lack of knowledge. They're perishing. Reduce the message of the gospel is not just wrong, it's satanic. It's completely satanic. God does not say that if you prostrate yourself and worship him, he will give you everything. No. Who say that was Satan. Satan said that to Jesus. If your pastor, if your leader does not preach Christ crucified, does not preach about the repentance, the importance of the repentance, I'm sad to say that you are not in a biblical church. Run from there. Run from there. While God, that was rich and made himself poor, made himself a commoner. Commoners means want to make themselves God. These false preachers, these false masters, these false prophets want to make themselves gods. Wow. The logical of the kingdom, the logical of God, is not a human logic. God made himself a commoner. God, who had all riches, riches that we cannot describe. God left behind all his riches, all his glory, all his majesty, to become a commoner means, deathful means that will die in 100 years or less. These men want to make themselves gods.